Well, Deirdre, we started out in the spring, and then we went through the summer, and now we're sitting out here, and we are cold, but there is a tent.
There is a
behind
tent.
You.
There's a tent, and I sit here in the same jacket that I was in when we first talked back in March. And we sure didn't think that we were going to have a tent. A heated tent, nonetheless, but it's still with the sidewall up, and the ventilation under is still very well ventilated. We are thrilled that customers are taking advantage of it when the weather permits, and the city has been kind enough to give us a temporary permit to allow us to keep the tent up for 180 days. So that means as long as it continues to be viable and people want to sit in it, that we can have it all the way through April, which we certainly think is going to be incredibly important. It would not be possible without the city first and foremost allowing us to do it. We were lucky enough to work with Memorable Moments. They are a tent and event rental company here in Fredericksburg. David and Elaine Canty, super nice people, in business for more than 20 years. They worked with us, phenomenal deal to be able to do this. I implore you, if you are a restaurant or anyone that needs a tent or heaters, to reach out to them. They're amazing. We also had patent portfolio builders, which were part of our early on donation campaign to help us feed the homeless, and they have donated a substantial amount of money toward this as a sponsor. The Ancient Order of Hibernians have also stepped up. You'll see a banner soon when you come to visit the tent. And we are very close to sealing a deal as well with Anderson Propane, super nice folks in Fredericksburg, because guess what? We have to try to heat all this. And then we still cross our fingers that the city of Fredericksburg, who's working on a grant program, will be kind enough to provide us with a heating grant as well. It's so interesting that so many people are involved in making this happen, you and others around town. Absolutely. It has been, without the support, continued support of our customers coming in, and the sponsorship money that has been provided, and many people working together, none of this would be possible. And we understand that we're lucky that some folks will sit inside. We've done everything that we can. As the weather gets a little colder, we're going to be propping a door, propping a window, having our heat up so that we have additional ventilation, and work with our HVAC folks on the inside. But in all reality, a lot of folks do want to be outside. So we've tried to make it more comfortable. We now, thanks to Memorable Moments again, have the stand-up patio heaters as well, which, if it's not super windy, help to keep the patio a little bit warmer as well. So that's another option. I was sitting in the tent, and with the heat on, it is remarkably warm. It is remarkably warm, and it is kind of crazy because, you know, we've had a couple people go, hey, wait a minute, how is it safer? How is it not like the inside? Well, it isn't like the inside because it's warm and there's a ton of ventilation. We always have at least the main sidewall open, which acts as a door for folks to go in and out, but also the tent is not moored to the ground in all spots, so therefore there's a lot of air that comes in underneath. No, you can sit in there and be comfortable, and with the lights and everything. I had remarked to you, it seems very cozy. It is cozy. It is cozy. We've got we updated our menu in recent weeks, so we hope folks will come and check that out. We also added some new specialty drinks for the fall and winter, some spiced apple cider drinks and some cocoa drinks. So we're hoping that people will come out and enjoy the cozy and take advantage of some of that too. When we first talked, and you have through the whole the whole pandemic have really worked on feeding the homeless, feeding first responders, and you have been right there from the start, and I'm assuming that's continuing. It is, and we are so blessed and so grateful. We had some original Dory donors that hooked us up with the churches, and we have dealt with Diane Cotter and Chelsea Moore at Micah Ecumenical Ministries. They, unfortunately, because of this, had not been able to provide as much help that they normally did to the homeless, so they were kind enough to let us step in and help. We have, to date, done over 900 meals out of the Colonial Tavern to folks with Micah, thanks to all that help. We have done over 200 meals to first responders. We've partnered with the Frontliners Appreciation Group. Mary Beth Rich is a large driving force in that, and we've been very lucky to do that. In fact, I just spoke with her again, and we're going to be providing additional meals to the Fredericksburg Police Department next week. And in the wings, we also have more meals that are going to be coming to some of the very hardworking folks at the Stafford Hospital Center. We hope as well, working on those logistics. We also partnered with Healthy Generations back over the summer because they had some CARES money to help feed the elderly. And we partnered with Mill Park Terrace, which I think I mentioned to you in a previous interview that we did. My mom was a resident there for a long time. One of our chefs in the kitchen, his father is there. So that was kind of near and dear to our heart, and we were able to provide over 500 meals to them as well.
You know, you come to a place like the Colonial Tavern and you not only get good food, but you're doing good things in the community. Well, and that's exciting.
We came up with our All for Love campaign. I'll give that a little plug. It's the Col Tav, all the number 4 love at gmail.com is the way to contact us for that, because we wanted to find a way to give back. This has been, as I'm sure you can imagine for yourself, for everybody in the world, especially folks in our industry, incredibly tough. It's less money, it's fights over masks, it's people not coming in. It's a tough deal. And in the beginning, you know, to go from a restaurant that was packed on a Friday, Saturday night, 6-day-a-week live music, to we're standing here looking at each other on curbside, we needed something to be able to feel like we were making a difference, and this campaign has helped. And that has led us to, of course, we want to keep feeding you. We were lucky enough to update the menu, as I mentioned. There's some old favorites on there. There's a lot of really, really yummy new stuff. You're able to view the menu through irishbrigadetavern.com, our website. You can also order online, get a link to that at colonialtavernfredtakeout.com. Our hours may fluctuate a little bit with alcohol restrictions and as the weather changes and such, but we are still open, thankfully, with the exception of Thanksgiving and Christmas, 7 days a week, and you can do online ordering as well. And we're also, we worked with the kitchen. These guys, our whole staff's exhausted, but I'm gonna tell you, this kitchen, man, if they thought they cooked before, they now know that that's their job. But we have crafted some packages for the holidays. We know people are not going to be doing these crazy big gatherings like they did before. We also understand there are challenges if you own a business and you want to feed folks in your workplace for the holidays or whatever. So we have some packages. We're crafting specific packages. We're going to do a wing platter, our new spinach flatbread, cheddar ale dip as platters. That's an example. We can do our shepherd's pie, corned beef and cabbage. But we're also working with folks to do specialty like box lunches. In many cases, if you want to have something for the holidays for your staff, you can't let them do a potluck, or you can't let them pick off a platter. So we can also craft for you individually pre-packaged box lunches or dinners. So again, the Col Tav, all the number 4 love at gmail.com is the way to reach out to us on that. You can get in touch with me. I'll get back to you, of course, and then we can try to work that out too. So we're very excited about that.
It's been a tough year, but you're ending it strong, and 2021 can't be, it has got to be better than
2021 has got to be better. I mean, we're, you know, I would be super remiss to not say that were it not for our phenomenal musicians, we certainly would not even be sitting here, probably along with the customers and the musicians.
Yeah.
We've had folks that have come out to play for tips. They're continuing to do that. It pains us so greatly to have to ask for that. We feed them and give them drinks, but yeah. We're having to take care of our staff. Business is down. We now have propane and tents and everything else, and these folks are still stepping up to help us. It's phenomenal. Tom Schiff, Kathy Doberly are running our open mics again on the patio. Last week we had them in the corner of the tent with everything distanced, so it was warm and folks were kind enough to come out. That's been 5:30 to 7:30 on Mondays, ongoing, weather permitting. We've also been doing shows on Friday and Saturday nights. And now, super exciting, we just started about 5 weeks ago, we're doing Sunday brunch. You gotta come check it out. The food is unbelievable. Runs 11:30 to 3 every Sunday, and we've had some of those kind musicians willing to play from 1 to 3. Again, bring some cash because they're playing for tips, but we're incredibly lucky. We brought our steak night back. On Wednesday nights, it used to be a sirloin, now it's a ribeye. It's normally 20 bucks. You can get it for 16 with 2 sides. Add a baked potato with that for a little bit more. Grilled to order, that runs from 4 until 7:45 every Wednesday night as well. And we're looking at other promotions and other things that we're going to be doing. We're going to try to do something for Black Friday. We are doing Toys for Tots again on our Give Back initiative. This will be our 3rd year of doing a Toys for Tots collection. You can see that up on our Facebook. I give the plug to that. Like and follow us on Facebook. We update that all the time. That way you know exactly what's going on. That collection goes on through the 10th of December. And if you don't want to physically come, I mean, our box is not very full. Lots of folks aren't going out shopping and they don't feel comfortable going out, period. And we understand that. So now the Marine Corps has jockeyed to accommodate that, and they have a virtual toy box. So through the event on our Facebook page, you can see how to do that as well. And we're doing Window Wonderland for the 5th year, thanks to the city of Fredericksburg. Again, there's a riddle up there, and it's a contest that goes through the 31st of December. We are one of 61 area businesses that have a riddle, so you can come check out our riddle. maybe get a cocoa or have something to eat while you're here. But there's a grand on the line for the winner of that. But the caveat is you have to solve all the riddles. So you have to come here and you have to see our riddle to do that. But that's another really cool thing we're doing too.
Well, Deirdre, it's been a long year. It's hard to say it's been a great year, but it's great that the Colonial Tavern is still helping the community and is still rolling along.
Well, we're certainly doing what we can, Ted. We're grateful for your help. We are, you know, our staff's exhausted, but we are, you know, it's the customers that come in that have supported us for so long, and the many new customers we're so grateful to have coming in that we're getting to know and learning to meet. And we hope that that will continue. We've got some new folks on board that are just absolutely phenomenal and are standing ready to give you great customer service. And we certainly hope that folks will still continue to support us throughout the winter.
Well, and you've mentioned it. As tough a year as it's been, there still is a lot to be thankful for.
Absolutely, absolutely, there is. I mean, you know, were it not for our hardworking staff, our customers, these musicians, the sponsors that we have for this tent, the city of Fredericksburg, who has they have given us, if this comes to pass for heating, it will be the 3rd grant that we were lucky enough to receive and the ability to use this. I mean, we have people contacting us all the time asking. We have had so many virtual concerts that the musicians have done to help raise money for Micah and for even our staff. And the long list of musicians is just too great to go into. But we're, you know, were we not to have had all these people on board, we would not have the doors open today, I'm certain.
If you want to, the tent is warm and you'll make a memory.
Yes, absolutely. That's what we hope for the holiday season, and we hope that you will check us out online, our website, irishbrigadetavern.com. Like and follow us on Facebook, and we are incredibly thankful. From our family to yours, we certainly wish you a very safe and happy holiday season. We look forward to seeing you very, very soon.
Thanks, Deirdre.
Thank you.